Hey there, amazing home cooks. It's your friend from LMOS Kitchen, and today I'm absolutely thrilled to share one of my family's most requested recipes. You know those nights when you're staring into your pantry, wondering how to transform simple ingredients into something spectacular? Well, this easy pasta fry with turkey is about to become your secret weapon for quick, satisfying meals that taste like you spent hours in the kitchen. I discovered this recipe during one of those chaotic Tuesday evenings when I had leftover turkey, some pasta in the pantry, and a family asking what's for dinner within the next 30 minutes. What started as a desperate attempt to feed everyone quickly has now become our go-to comfort meal that we crave regularly. Let's be honest, we all need those reliable recipes that deliver maximum flavor with minimum fuss. This turkey pasta fry hits every mark. It's budget-friendly, uses ingredients you likely already have, and comes together in under 30 minutes. But here's what makes it truly special. The technique of frying the pasta creates this incredible texture that's completely different from your typical pasta dish. The turkey adds substantial protein while keeping things lighter than traditional beef or pork options. Plus, if you're like me and often have leftover turkey from holiday meals or weekly meal prep, this recipe transforms those leftovers into something your family will actually get excited about eating. The beauty of this dish lies in its flexibility, but let me share the combinations that work best. For the pasta, I've found that short shapes like penne, rigatoni, or even rotini work wonderfully because they hold on to the flavors and fry up with beautiful crispy edges. Long pasta can work too, but you'll want to break it into shorter pieces for easier frying. When it comes to turkey, both leftover cooked turkey and fresh ground turkey work perfectly, though they require slightly different approaches. Leftover turkey should be shredded or cut into bite-sized pieces, while ground turkey needs to be cooked through completely before adding the pasta. I often use leftover turkey breast from Sunday dinner, but don't overlook the darker meat. It adds incredible depth of flavor. Your vegetable choices can make or break this dish. I always include onions for that sweet caramelized base flavor, and bell peppers add both color and a lovely crunch. Garlic is non-negotiable. It creates that aromatic foundation that makes everyone come running to the kitchen. Here's where most people go wrong with pasta fry dishes. They treat it like regular pasta cooking. The magic happens when you understand that we're essentially creating a pasta stir-fry. Start by cooking your pasta just until it's barely al dente, about 2 minutes less than package directions. This prevents it from becoming mushy during the frying process. The key is getting your pan screaming hot before adding the pasta. I use a large skillet or wok. You need space for everything to move around freely. When you hear that beautiful sizzle as the pasta hits the pan, you know you're on the right track. Don't stir too frequently at first. Let those pasta pieces develop golden, crispy edges that add incredible texture to the final dish. The order of operations matters tremendously in this recipe. I start by browning the turkey if using ground, or warming the leftover turkey if that's what I'm working with. Remove it from the pan, but don't clean the pan. Those browned bits are pure gold for flavor building. Next comes the aromatics. Sauté your onions until they're just starting to caramelize, then add the bell peppers and garlic. This creates a flavor base that permeates the entire dish. The smell alone will have your family hovering around the kitchen, asking when dinner will be ready. When you add the pasta to this aromatic base, everything comes together beautifully. The pasta absorbs those concentrated flavors while developing its signature crispy texture. Adding the turkey back at the end ensures it stays tender and doesn't overcook. Seasoning a pasta fry requires a different approach than seasoning traditional pasta. Since we're working with higher heat and the flavors concentrate more, I build the seasoning in layers. A good Italian seasoning blend works wonders here, but don't underestimate the power of simple salt, pepper, and a touch of paprika for color and mild heat. I always finish with fresh herbs if I have them. Parsley, basil, or even fresh thyme can elevate this simple dish into something restaurant-worthy. And, a squeeze of fresh lemon juice at the very end really brightens all the flavors and cuts through any richness. The most common mistake I see is overcrowding the pan. If you're doubling the recipe, just use 2 pans or cook in batches. Overcrowding creates steam instead of that lovely crispy texture we're after. Another pitfall is adding sauce too early, or using too much liquid. This dish should be relatively dry with just enough moisture to keep everything cohesive. If you want to add some richness, a pat of butter at the end works better than heavy sauces. Once you master the basic technique, this recipe becomes a canvas for creativity. I've made versions with sun-dried tomatoes and spinach, others with mushrooms and fresh herbs, and even a Mexican-inspired version with peppers and a touch of cumin. The technique remains the same, but the flavor possibilities are endless. This pasta fry actually reheats beautifully, which makes it perfect for meal prep. Store leftovers in the refrigerator for up to 3 days. To reheat, use a skillet over medium heat with just a touch of oil to crisp everything up again. Avoid the microwave if possible, it makes the pasta soggy and you lose that wonderful texture. Ready to transform your weeknight dinners? This easy pasta fry with turkey is about to become your new favorite go-to recipe. Give it a try and let me know in the comments how it turns out for your family. If you loved this recipe, make sure to subscribe to Elmo's Kitchen for more simple, delicious meals that bring families together around the dinner table. Share this with a friend who needs a new weeknight hero recipe. Trust me, they'll thank you later.